We need a lot of luck and a lot of faith.
And a prayer.
And a prayer. So
it holds it up.
Hold it up.
That's good.
Now
but will it close?
Oh.
Is it gonna close? Get yourself a nice strong man, ladies.
I'm not available.
This one's taken. Did you goober it?
Well, hold on. Let me make sure I didn't do it on the wrong side. So what's the plan? What do we want to tackle first?
I know. So we have some projects that, I don't know, should we say we've been putting them off? Some of them we've been definitely like putting off, but other ones.
I call it saving them for later.
Saving them for later. Anyway, we are going to be doing a ton of traveling in the coming months. Actually, starting this weekend, we have an experimental trip. So more on that to come. Make sure that you are subscribed because this is definitely going to be the most experimental of experimental trips this weekend. But that being said, we've got a few things that need to be done before that we can get out of here. And I think just sitting here talking about it is going to be the best way to get it done.
Yes. Yep. Planning. So like, what's the priority? So we've got a...
Well, let's just say we have 3 things.
Yes.
But I think the easiest thing, I think this is the thing. Let's start with the easiest first, and then let's do the hardest last. So the easiest is probably going to be, we need to put on struts, shocks. I don't know. What do you call these things here? What do you call these things? What would you call that?
Yeah, a little
Let me know in the comment what you call that. Anyway, we got a couple of them that we got that hopefully work because of the day bed. Now, how we did it where the doors come up like this has worked but not worked because then the kids are complaining that they have to hold the door open while they're putting their stuff in and out. So we need to put those on.
Right.
So that's number 1. And then we have 2 and 3 coming up.
We need a
drill?
Drill with a Phillips head.
Okay.
We need a lot of luck and a lot of faith.
And a prayer.
And a prayer. So, but this
hopefully
set.
These aren't too big. My concern is that maybe they're going to be a little too long or like that they're going to be too heavy duty for the application because these doors aren't very heavy. Like those doors I think are heavier. But
what, these are 100 pound, I think?
Yeah, I think that maybe that was a little overkill. So hopefully they don't.
That's how we do it. We do it overkill.
So hopefully they're not like wanting to just stay open all the time. We're going to find out. So, all right. See? That's what I'm saying.
Oh, this is perfect.
Okay.
Although, you know what? That's pretty thin wood. It could, as we go to close it, it could just crack in half.
That's what I'm saying. I hope that we got the right thing. If not, we're going to have to make a trip to the Home Depots and figure something else out.
I don't think Home Depot has any specialty item like this.
All right.
We need to find a solution.
There's 4 of them here.
Yes.
We really probably only need like 1 per door. So we probably really only need like 2. Like 1 on each side. Because this wood's really thin. It's not heavy.
Yeah, we'll see how that works because closing it with 1 could make it uneven and tweak it in half and then it cracks down the middle.
Yeah, see, this is why I like this is how we do projects. We externally process with each other.
Yes.
All right. Let's go.
Let's get the drill.
I didn't know if you're talking about the tripod or if you're talking
Got the drill. Yeah.
All right. So here is the problem, and then here's the proposed solution. But that is underneath here. So when the kids go to put their bins under here, which is great, lots of space, but you can't you can't just
hold it up.
Like it folds down, slams down. So the solution is to put a shock strut thing so that when they go to open it up, it stays up. And then when we go to close it, then obviously it stays closed. So that's the problem we need to solve.
Okay, and then this is gonna go up here. We can probably just pop this on right to there.
Whoa. So we want this high.
High enough. Yep. But we need, as it comes down, we need it to be able to
compress. Well, this is gonna be like the litmus test, like, right? Like this is the test subject.
Yep.
Jesus help.
Hopefully this screw doesn't go through these cabinets.
I know.
And then the question is, will it work?
It's a moment of truth here.
And then if it works,
then we
and
can
it
install
closes
3
fine,
more.
we can install 3 more. Yep.
All right.
All right. Let it go.
Well, it holds it up.
Hold it up.
That's good.
Now
But will it close?
Oh,
Is it gonna close?
Without.
Uh-oh. Look at it.
Dang. Son of a gun.
They're too heavy duty.
Well, no, it's not just heavy
or
duty.
it's too long.
It's too long.
Are they too long? Because when you look at the ones that are like on the overheads for a smaller cabinet, they're much, much shorter
Right.
than this. So the question becomes, is there a way to make this work by moving it? Because here's the deal. Honestly, the door doesn't need to be all the way like open. It just
Right.
needs to be
Partially.
enough
Just, yeah, down.
so it stays open and doesn't fall shut when the kids are trying to get their stuff in and out. So if you move this here,
Yeah.
and then you move this maybe like back more,
Maybe.
because we've got room, we could put it back more. I was looking at the Home Depot app and there's like a cabinet hinge.
Huh?
And I feel like maybe that would be the better thing. The big question is with a cabinet hinge, I mean, I would think it would hold the door open.
Yeah. This is very, very lightweight and thin.
Yeah.
So that's not an issue.
And I feel like what we've got going on here, it's too much of a heavy duty. I appreciate the sentiment, Ben, of always making sure it's like robust, but I think this was a little too robust for the application.
Yeah. For basement compartment doors, yeah, that's great.
Because this is more of like a cabinet
Right.
instead of like you said, like the basement compartment doors or a storage bay or something like that. Or even like where you need the shocks, like on where it lifts up the bed. You know, this isn't that.
Home Depot run via Chipotle.
I found another solution that I think will work. It is in stock at Home Depot. So we're gonna go grab that, see if we can make it work. All right. I love this. Hello. Let's go see if we can find it. Oh, one thing I did want to mention that I really love about Home Depot is the app, because I feel like it's such a time saver that we're going to aisle 10, bay 002, because that's where the app says it is. All right. So I think this is it. Lid support. Right here. So, it's like in 2 pieces, I think. For small boxes, cabinets, and chests.
One for each side.
Yeah. But do we just need one for each side, or do we need one? Wait a minute. When you say one for each side, are you talking about one for each side of the door?
Yeah.
So we need 4.
I don't know.
Here, look at this.
Butt marker.
In case you need to mark some butts. I don't know. I don't even know what that is. Let's just double check the cabinet hinge section before we leave. So I'm pulling it up on the app. Insert Jeopardy theme music here while we wait. Okay, aisle 11. We're super close. Oh, look. Right here. Okay, because here's what I originally saw. Okay, look. But the problem, well, is it really? Because the thing is think about this. Okay, hold on. Here's what we have to see if it does. I don't even know how it works. You see if you can figure it out. right, so here's the thing. In Florida, Central Florida specifically, probably like, I think, actually we've seen them in other places in Florida too. Tijuana Flats. So if you like Tex-Mex, this is definitely the place. On Tuesdays, you can get a free drink with the purchase of the Dos Tacos, but they have amazing food. It's like kind of quick service, right? So you go, you place your order, they bring you out the food, super kind of casual, not very expensive. This is like one of the places that we really love here in the Central Florida area. So if you're in that area, you gotta check it out. So when we're doing these types of projects around the RV and it comes time to clean up, we've actually been using Release. And this is now our top pick for cleaning the RV inside and out. From the floors to the roof, it's versatile and safe on all RV surfaces, even those that have been ceramic coated. You could say goodbye to bugs, tree sap, mildew, and so much more with this high-tech all-surface cleaner. Plus, it's made right here in the USA in Wisconsin. I love that it has zero smells, so using Release leaves the RV fresh and clean without any offensive odors. And we found it especially helpful with getting bugs off the front of the RV after a long travel day. I love that Release is also a cost-effective solution. Just a gallon of the concentrate makes 80 of these bottles at just over $1 a bottle. We love Release, and we know you will too. So if you own an RV, this is a necessity to have. You can visit gratefulglamper.com/release and use the code GRATEFUL to save 10% off your purchase with free shipping for orders over $75. We'll have that link in the description below as well. And a huge thanks to SideQuest and Release for sponsoring this video. All right. I'm very full from lunch. That was a nice lunch. Now I need a nap. Just kidding. All right, well now here's the moment of truth to see if this is gonna work the way that we think. We did talk to a guy at the Home Depot, just like, you know, one of the guys in the aprons. And looking at the other options that they had, he also is an RVer and said he felt like that this would probably be the best solution. So we're gonna see if we're right, if he's right, all the things. So look, it's sort of, I mean, it sort of locks.
Yeah.
But it's not like it's.
Okay.
Because my big thing was like, if it was something that locked, or like, do you remember those old toy chests, or like if your grandmother ever had like a hope chest where you'd pull the lid up and the hinge thing would like slide and then you had to kind of like lift it up a little bit to get it to close? That's what I was concerned about with the kids and like something getting broken, but that's not how this works. So in theory, this should just go like, yes, because that pivots.
Okay. Might work.
I think this is gonna work.
All right.
Actually.
Sweet.
Yes.
Finally.
I know.
We did it. We figured it out.
It actually works.
It works.
So don't smash my face. Very inexpensive. So now we just need to put it on
Both sides.
the other side.
Yep.
And now
very, very nice setup.
have one project done. This is like, I swear, a total like metaphor for RVing is that it's gonna take twice as long as you think. There's probably gonna be some sort of layer of complication. There's gonna be some sort of obstacle that you've got to figure out in the middle of it all.
Yep.
Hashtag RV life.
Okay, so it's up now, and so the kids should be able to just take whatever bin, like say this is their bin, they could put it under, and then pretend that's underneath. Then they just have to kind of push in on each side. Ooh, that might be a little tricky. Push from each side, and then close it. Why isn't it closing? It should have closed.
Uh-oh. Somebody didn't measure on that
Hold.
side.
Hold, please.
What is going on?
Great. I gotta adjust. Do check and adjust. All right, see if it works.
Oh.
So we have to unlock it first on both sides. There we go.
Well, when it's like completely locked out. Uh-oh.
Dang it.
What'd you do?
It's hitting up against that board now. What the heck? So I have to have a spacer over there because
Hold on. No.
we have
Maybe.
no, look at this. We have this other board here. This is a problem that I didn't account for. We have this board.
Well, here's,
that it's
I think,
hitting on.
okay, all you need to do is
Put
just
a-
move this to here.
Move
That's it.
To there, yeah.
Unscrew from here and screw
Yeah.
this onto here.
All right. All right, the final test. And it works. So I held it up. And then should be able to just kind of close it, push down on it. And there you have it.
Okay, project number 2 is this. Now, you might have remembered in our video where we installed this. If you didn't catch this, I will link that right up here where we actually installed this. But we took out something that was under here, which had pros and cons. So that needs to be oiled.
I oiled it, but that's crazy. You'll see in the last video, I did oil it, but it's doing it again. Weird.
So what we decided that we're going to do is we're actually going to use our handy dandy, I love these closet made shelves for everything in an RV, because here's the deal in an RV, you just install it upside down, so you have a lip, so on travel days things don't shift. So we're gonna cut this to fit, we're gonna put this in here, hopefully it works the way we think it will because of the pipes and stuff like that. But just to help a little bit with storage. And then so many of you guys did point out that in our last video when we loaded everything in, it looked like the fire extinguisher was at the back. I'd just like to point out, it's not at the back, it's at the front. She'll stay at the front, or at least easily accessible. So it's not how some of you guys thought that it was. It's good, it's accessible, but anyway. All right, measure.
Here's some white lightning grease.
Oh, the white lightning. Do you want to hand me a paper towel, probably?
So, okay, let's see the inside. This stuff is really thick, so that should definitely work.
No more squeaky hinge.
All right, this stuff. Pick yourself up a bottle of this.
Which we actually talked about that in our last video too, so I'll link that up there too for your viewing pleasure. Is 2 feet. That's easy. So 2 feet. The one thing is we just want to, like with this pipe here, my big goal is to kind of actually create a little bit of a barrier. So I want to kind of put it back a little more, just so that it kind of protects like the PEX tubing and stuff. Know what I mean?
Okay.
Okay. All right, so 2 feet.
2 feet. Right about there. So it was 2 feet exact.
It was 2 feet exact.
Okay.
So that made that easy.
Right there. So we will get these ones.
It's a good thing that you're a nice, strong man. Get yourself a nice, strong man, ladies.
I'm not available.
This one's taken.
Oh, I think I.
Did you goober it?
Well, hold on. Let me make sure I didn't do it on the wrong side. No, we're good.
All right. All right. Let's make sure it fits the way we think.
We want the lip up, right?
Yep. Which actually, I thought of another organizational kind of hack with that lip being up like that I'm excited to check out once we have it installed and see if it's going to work the way I think.
All right. So,
Did we mismeasure?
No, we just need to take off these little
Nubs.
All right. See if she'll fit. Oh yeah, fits
Like a glove.
Yep, that'll work.
How far back can we go? Because I want to go back as far as we can to help protect like those pipes and stuff.
All right.
So there's the things.
Brackets. These are stud wall clips. We only need this part here.
There you go.
For it to clip onto. And they also make ones that kind of go over the whole thing to strap it on. Actually, that might be better for RVs, is the ones that are on both sides that kind of hook it onto the wall. But these seem to hold pretty well.
The one thing I will say that I don't like about the ones that clip it down is if you decide to move it later, it does make it more difficult to move it.
True. Is this the right height? Looks like it. The right height for you? Oh, not the right angle. Oh, Jesus. Okay, one more, please. Let's try this. There we go.
Okay, so we had this bin down here before, and it is going to fit right back here like a glove. So that's good. But one of the thoughts that I had in all of this with storage was these spray bottles with the handles. I could probably, okay, look, so here's the deal. They don't hang, but they're not gonna move because the handle fits over the lip just enough.
Yeah, I designed it that way. I mean, I measured and it worked out great.
Just how you planned. Just how you planned. Because I don't know, the one thing is like how I have them in here stacked like this. I think this is gonna be then like too tall for then like this bin to come. Well, I don't know. I got some space there. That's the wonderful thing about this is now I have all sorts of space. So again, these are nice to have, little ant bait things, because you will get ants at some point. Trust us on that. See, now that's up out of the way. Dog food, so we don't forget dog and cat food can go back here. This has really opened up a ton.
Got more than we need now.
Our release cleaner can come in here. That's nice and snug. And see, the big thing is I like to keep this part open because on travel days, the trash can needs to be able to sit in here. And then we usually take it out when we're not like traveling, which I don't know, maybe we could keep it under there. It's just a pain. Okay, let's see. Best option. That definitely, like, this was a much better solution than what the RV manufacturer had in the first place, which I think is something that we just reiterate to ourselves over and over and over, is that diving in and doing like little, even just little DIY, like this isn't that big of a DIY, but it can really open up so much more space and storage than just going with whatever the manufacturer thought. Because here's the other thing. There's this little rant, okay? We have had the pleasure of making so many friends and contacts at lots of the different RV manufacturers, and they're amazing, wonderful people, and we love every single one of them. But an interesting fact, not one that we have met yet in the RV industry has RV'd. It's just a really strange phenomenon. So chances are they're probably not like thinking like an RVer when it comes to some of these little smaller details. All right, put everything away down here. But I do want to talk about why we're down here and the water pipes and everything like that. I did want to just mention really quickly about water filtration and why it is that it's so important that you use a quality water filter when you're hooked up to campgrounds, just because water quality can always be all across the board. And that's why that we're now using the Camco Taste Pure water filter, because of the 6-step filtration and then also the KDF technology that it has to prevent things like mold and bacteria. So super important that you're using a good high quality water filter. We'll put a link below to the Camco one, but the nice thing about that too is you can find them at most any retailer like Walmart as well. So I think that's a wrap on the DIY projects for this video. However, you'll have to take a look at this video right up here on probably the biggest DIY we ever did.
DIY or DYI?
DIY. You'll have to take a look at this video right up here on literally the largest DIY project we ever tackled in this RV, where we were almost in over our heads.